Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Red. Gun. Under 10.
Passing play. Flacco. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Stop your whining. Mike. Hey, lock it. Check 55, Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Orbit. Watch the snap.
Here's Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Rock it. Check 24. Spike.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
3 wide, 3 wide.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. It's caught by Davis. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flacco. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Flacco now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
48th month. Red. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, high 7. Going red.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. They will find Davis. That's complete. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Block it. Hey, wahoo! Gun.
Now it's Flacco. And incomplete.
Flacco's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Behind set, ready! 48 months. Okay, behind set, swing. Hey, Haywood.
3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He'll get this one to Patrick. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Flush to his right, and it's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Flacco. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That's it, baby.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Red. 47. Bud. Check, 47. I got one. Gun. Mike's 47.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up second and 11.
55, go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mark 55, Mark 55.
On second and 11 now. Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, team 6.
On 4th down, Minshew. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away, but a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? J.J. Nelson, the intended target. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Flacco. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's got that.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Minshew sets to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, and that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Bravo.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flacco, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Flacco. Oh, it stays up. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, back up. Pick your game up. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, Foxtrot. Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.